And that's kind of like what you were just saying. You go down a rabbit hole of a different show. My bad. Different shows or different videos, and you just get consumed with it, and it starts eating up your time. And especially like from my experience, I try really hard not to do it, but when I'm watching a YouTube topic and then I go to the next video and then the next video and then the next video, it's like 7 hours later, and I'm like, oh, crap. And so now I'm stressed. Now I can't think right, and now I'm like, oh, I can't do that anymore. And so I turn into this almost like black and white thinking of it, where once I realize I've done too much, now it's like, oh, I have to stop completely. And so I lose that kind of, like you were saying, that balance with it, that moderation with it, to where it's like, no, I could set aside 20 minutes to watch this video, or 40 minutes, or an hour to just kind of sit back, relax, enjoy something. And then I got, 30 minutes doing that, got an hour doing that, but not overdoing it, or eating a whole thing of Chips Ahoy, you know, to where now I can't enjoy it for the entire week. I just enjoyed it for one night for 30 minutes and I crushed the whole package, which I'm guilty of at times. So we don't buy them very often. Um, so I think that's important at times, is to just like realize that the your pleasure sensors, once you start to overdoing it, then you have to do more, and then you have to do more, and then you have to do more to get that same good feeling, whether it's eating, watching, exercising. And I think that's where we start to overdo it, and we start to then gain that stress from it, or we start to have that, decline of the sensation it gave us originally. And so, definitely it can relate to drugs, but like I think it can relate to just about anything we do in life.
Yeah, and I think it really starts to be a situation where you're almost getting, like you said, the pleasure center. So you're almost getting a high or a euphoric feeling when you watch an episode or two of one of your favorite shows, and you're just like, okay, I want this feeling to stay for the rest of the foreseeable, hours or two. So you just keep watching, keep watching, keep watching, and then that's when you are kind of almost chasing a high in a way because you want to keep feeling that. But then once it's done, you're almost confused because now there's nothing left to watch. So now I go into this hole where I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do anything. Do I just try to find another show? How long have I been watching? A lot of things that we don't really think about. And of course it's difficult. I could say I'm going to watch, this video for 20 minutes, 2 hours still pass. So it takes, I think, a bit of willpower, determination, and really discipline, which I know topics that we may touch on in the future and then maybe we briefly touched on in the past, but really kind of focusing on your own mental discipline because otherwise, like you said in that quote, the unlimited amount of access we have to pretty much everything in the world allows us to literally spend an entire year's worth of hours watching videos or watching movies. So it's just so much out there. And without moderation in your life, without taking the time to plan out what you're going to watch or when you're going to watch it, and at least doing a decent job of trying to stick to it, you're going to find yourself working extremely hard